Well, it's Saturday, Halloween. We've got kind of a light schedule today. Wanted to have to do get a home inspector and run out and do a walkthrough on a property out in Sand Canyon and get one property prepped for its COVID, showing preparations for that. But we've been seeing a lot of really cool Halloween decorations around, so we thought it'd be fun to, as we go to these properties, kind of just take quick little shots of the Halloween decorations. One of my favorite holidays. I like so much about the Valencia, the street landscaping, sail bridges. For those of you who've never been by, that's Belcaro. That's the retirement center. That's really nicely done, private gate guarded. Looks like we are pulling over for an ambulance. All right, we're getting close. Of course, just missed the light for the turn, but it's all right. This is one of the longer left turn lights we run into in town. Because when you go through them all, you learn their sequences. Well, finally, after a short nap, which I probably needed, we are finally making this turn. Don't want to get stopped there if at all possible. A couple blocks away, just going to real quick cruise down the street here. Kind of looking for Halloween decorations. Well, looks like we got something fun there finally. Kind of a little bit of a graveyard setup, but that's very cool when you get past this car to be able to actually see it. That is very cool. All right, onward to our next stop here. A little bit of spider going on there. A couple of bigger spiders. Boy, those always creep me out when I see those big giant black widow spiders crawling up in front of somebody's house there. Looks like we got another one here. So it's with all this COVID stuff going on, it's kind of nice to see people actually doing something traditional and back to normal routine for a change. All right, so we are arriving at basically, we just got this townhome into escrow a couple days ago, and the buyer is doing their physical home inspection here in the Montanas. And so we're going to be just basically checking in on that to see that that's getting off to a good start here in the Montanas. We are inside the Montanas here, coming up on our property. It's a really neat complex in here. Very well kept. As we go by the units there. There's our sign. So we'll be kind of going around to the other end, the other side there to that's where the doors and the garage are in the back. But it's a great complex. This particular one is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a 2-car garage attached. And so it sold pretty quick. And we're just now getting the escrow process running. So here we are arriving, and 2-car garage there, front door over there, and we'll be meeting the inspector. All right, so let Sandy go ahead and do the honors of checking in on the home inspector. Well, I'm just goofing off here with a video camera.
Hello. Hello. I'm Sandy. I'm one of the listing agents.
Oh, nice to meet you, John. Nice meeting you.
I think
Oh, Sandy had to jump back to the car, got there, and forgot her mask, which is common these days. But trying to do it, I want to do it right, so we're do that over again. One of the things we need to be doing whenever we sell a property is something called an agent visual inspection. So in addition to the buyer's home inspector, which is going on right now, the agent, as agents, we have to do our own, kind of a visual inspection to see if there's anything that the buyer should be made aware of. Have our COVID station set up here. We have masks and wipes and hand sanitizer so that we can practice as safe showings as possible. So Sandy's going through making the notes. Hopefully saw this property on the virtual video we did, the 3D tours, but since we're here, just thought we'd just kind of cruise through it really quick if you're curious. Great property, neat little yard, something that's pretty cool for a 2-bedroom townhouse here in Valencia.
Good morning.
But the 3D tour that we have is really the way to look at this place. So, looks like Sandy's about got that visual inspection wrapped up, so we're heading on to our next spot. She's got to go to the garage. All right, looks like we are getting that wrapped up. Okay, so we are now off to our next stop, which is one of the properties we're just put on the market for sale. Showings will be starting tomorrow, and we need to do just a little more, couple little things set up to get it ready to go. That's what we're heading next. All right, we are arriving in the neighborhood, Valencia Hills, where we have this news listing, and look at that. Way cool. Got ourselves another Halloween display there on the corner. That is so cool. Fun to come back through here at night. So this is the Valencia Hills neighborhood, one of the many really premium neighborhoods in the Santa Clarita Valencia master plan community. To be at our property real quick. Okay, coming up here, and this is a really neat 4-bedroom with a pool, single level, very rare, hard to find the single level homes out here, not to mention 4 bedrooms and a pool. Just real quick here, all we're going to be doing is putting up the last COVID signs, and so we can start showing the property tomorrow.
We're at our brand new listing on Sarda in Valencia Hills, and we're prepping it for showings to start tomorrow. And with the COVID, we have to post instructions on safety. Remember to wear a mask, like everybody doesn't know that already, just to make sure that there's no question about being safe when you're showing a property.
One of the ugliest things you ever saw, but well, anyway, those are the rules. All right, so we are now off to our next spot, which is a property that we have closing escrow in about a week out in the Saugus area. Let's see if we can find any more cool Halloween decorations on the way. Here we go. Here's a little bit of fun stuff. Looks like they're kind of getting set up still for getting rolling here, but that's kind of cool. Just definitely one of my favorite neighborhoods. Not only Halloween, but it's obviously election time with the different signs coming up. And well, this looks interesting. Let's see what we got going here. Well, that is very, very cool. Kind of a little dinner party setting going on there. A little bit of music too. Very, very, very cool. Nice looking house here too. Got some solar panels. And when they sell, they'll give us a call. And looks like we've got another fun thing going on over here. I tell you, it's fun to see people putting the effort into doing this, especially with all the weird times we've been having. Great street for trick-or-treating. It's all cul-de-sac, quiet. Just a fantastic neighborhood here in Valencia Hills. We've got coming up on another Halloween setup. Let's see what they got kind of going on here. A little bit of all kinds of stuff here going on here. Let's see if we can keep going. Some trash cans. That's always a good shot, unfortunately, but gotta have trash cans. Anyway, very, very, very cool. Wonder how spooky it'll look at night. So we're getting closer to our next destination. A great house that we sold a few weeks ago. That's getting into the final inspections have all been done, and it's ready to put the sold sign up. Well, this is kind of fun. Got a little bit of little decorating going on here. Once again, those creepy spiders crawling up the wall that freaked me out. Looks like we're coming up on another Halloween decoration. That's kind of cool. What do we got going here? That's awesome. That is very, very cool. That is some serious work putting into that, but it looks great. Looks like we got another one coming up here. Let's see what we're dealing with. We got going here. Okay, let's see. Kind of fun. Little hanging out on the front of the yard there. All right, onward. This neighborhood's really getting into it here. Got some fun things going on for sure. What do we got going?
Jack and Sally.
Yeah, Jack and Sally's. And very, very fun. A little bit of a graveyard going on here. Right out of the Disney Haunted Mansion, I think. That's exactly what it's from. Like we got another cool thing going on. Haven't even gotten to our property yet. As you can see this, that's got to be scarier than the Dickens in the evening here. Very, very cool. Okay, so we're coming up on our listing. It's over here on the left. And, it's a beautiful house. Got it sold, like we said before. We have arrived. Just a quick little errand here.
Okay, we're here at our listing on McHale in Santa Clarita. Beautiful house, 4 bedrooms, 3-car garage. The buyer has done all of their work for their loan. They've removed all of their contingencies, and now we get to do the fun thing of hanging the sold sign. So, and that is exciting for the buyers too, because they can drive by and know that it's almost their house.
All right, one more easy task off the list. Today's been kind of an easy day. Usually we're pretty slammed on Saturdays, showing property, meeting with sellers, all the kind of stuff like that. But today it's just mostly miscellaneous errands, walkthroughs, things like that. Well, just dropped Sandy off back at the home office. She had a video call scheduled with a first-time buyer, or a couple getting into their first place, so kind of letting them know what the routine is and what they need to do next and how it all works. So she's doing that now. I'm heading out to Sand Canyon for a final walkthrough on a property that we have. It's about a week or so closing, so I'll be heading out there and get that done. We're in the stretch on that property. So here we are heading into the Sand Canyon area, which is kind of in town, but horse country, rural. So if you want to have that ranch or estate type property, yet you don't want to drive forever and ever and ever out to the real country, this is kind of a combination of the both. It's kind of the country, yet it's close to town. So we're kind of heading more into the Sand Canyon area. That's the Sand Canyon Country Club golf course over there on the left, and we're gonna be heading into Crystal Springs Ranch area. Just have beautiful homes. There's a good old ghost sitting out there, which is kind of fun. Just kind of cruising through the neighborhood. Sand Canyon is such a pretty area. Some ranch and properties and horse properties, yet still be not too far away from the center of Santa Clarita. There we go. I've got Crystal Springs Ranch. Kind of getting into some of the newer properties through Sand Canyon. If you don't get out to Sand Canyon very often, it's a pretty drive. It's worth coming out and just driving around. It's nice to have some open spaces, get out of the house, get out of the lockdown a little bit, and just check things out. Here we go. We're making a turn here on Saddleback. We're on the stretch here. It is certainly a pretty time of the year. Fall colors are starting to happen, and just gorgeous. I guess probably nothing like back east, but certainly very, very nice for California. It could be more Halloween decorations going on there, which is kind of fun. And here we are arriving at the property, or any second now. There it is, coming up there on the left, and we'll be doing a walkthrough with the buyers there, and we'll catch up with you after that. We always like hanging that sold sign. I just hung the sold sign on this great house. Should be closing escrow in about a week. So just wrapped up that final walkthrough on the property in Sand Canyon. So that went well, trying to teach the new buyers how all the smart home stuff worked. I think everybody's eyes were glassing over. I think that's something you just have to figure out again once you get in there. But other than trying to figure that part of it out and get new buyers figuring out how to talk to the house, it was just a good walkthrough. So gonna wrap this up, head back home, wrap up in some paperwork, and start thinking about Halloween, some trick-or-treating, or at least watching the trick-or-treaters come to the door. It'll be interesting to see the turnout, as trick-or-treating is allowed out here in Santa Clarita, and how that all works out. So anyway, check in with you next time.